Are you ready?
Yeah!
Hello, our SeptaSOAREous.
I'm Septa.
I'm Soar, and this is us. And today, finally, we bring you Rise of Bangtan, Chapter 8, I Need You.
Yes, because we need you.
We need you to need us, to need you, to need us. We mainly need you, let's be honest here.
But right now, we need you to sit back and relax and get ready to enjoy this experience with us.
So don't forget to stick around at the end of the video because there will be more.
Yes, there will.
We're gonna see if we even remember how to do this. It's been months.
I know, it's been far too long.
And the last time we did it live, which was actually insanely fun.
It was a lot of fun, except for when we started to get warnings because they were going to take our stream down, so we had to pause the video.
For now, though, we're just going to do it this way, and hopefully you guys enjoy.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, we've seen that.
That video made me cry so much.
Such a sad video. It's so good though. It's like a more stripped down version.
Yeah.
Each year, over 100 idol groups debut. Only a handful actually make it. So, I'm gonna split into 3 categories. Famous idol group, half famous idol group, and nobody knows, not famous idol group. The first group I want to talk about is the famous idol groups. They're famous, they make money, you don't have to worry about them. The bottom group, because they're not famous, they have freedom. The company won't invest any more money in them. That means their contracts are nullified, they're free to do whatever they want. The half famous idols, the groups that do okay, they're actually the worst. So I like to talk about the big 3, YG, SM, and JYP.
3대 기획사인데 SM, YG, JYP?
SM, JYP랑 YG에서 3대.
Big Three privilege is a term people in the K-pop community use to refer to privileges some groups receive for being a part of a large company.
So I think there can be quite a few definitions for the Big Three privilege, but I think the most unanimously agreed on one is that artists from the Big Three, meaning JYP, YG and SM, have a privilege when it comes to success and popularity.
The Big Three companies have built a legacy and reputation in the entertainment industry in the last 20 years. They typically have a lot more artists, all very popular on some level. And these artists bring ratings. There's a lot of negotiation and a lot of pull to make sure that these Korean TV shows and even concerts have the best ratings and attendance for advertisers. It's a big circle and not exclusive to Korea. This is everywhere in the world, because when it comes down to it, it's all about what makes more money whether you like it or not.
For example, if a company wants their new group on a music
It's
program,
kinda like
they'll
anywhere,
often
honestly.
have to offer up their more popular idols for variety shows or other programming on that same network. Those same companies often have their hands in other parts of the entertainment industry, so idols from said companies are more likely to get CFs or cast in musicals, variety shows, and dramas. The privileges aren't limited to the Big Three. Any group from a company that's
Okay,
large,
guys, chill out.
and has a steady cash flow will experience at least some sort of privilege. Debuting from a Big Three company and having these privileges doesn't mean your favorite idols don't work hard. No one is saying that. It just means you're more likely to be rewarded for your hard work.
When it comes to social media and online's presence, the Big Three's power is mostly present when it comes to Korea. The K-pop's Big Three power does not have the same effect on international fans.
Please show a lot of love to the middle tier K-pop groups. You know, the not so famous ones. I don't want to name any groups, but you know who they are.
I don't though.
Why?
I think that's the point.
콘서트가 저는 좀 했었는데 이런 거
I think I understand what he's saying when it comes to, of course, the top tier having all the privileges, right? Because, of course, they explained it well right there. But it makes me think of our music industry. And then you have like Bad Omens and Dayseeker and bands like that are kind of like this middle tier right now, where it's like they don't have the really heavy push from the industry. They don't have the push from the industry, but then they're super touring really hard right now. So they don't have that freedom that he was talking about. And they also don't have the backing from like the music industry. Of course, metal's not mainstream here anyways. So it's not like a one-to-one comparison. He's like, support the middle tier. You know who they are, right? And it's like, no, because the ones that get the most push are the big ones at the top tier. Like everyone else, I have no idea.
And I think what he's saying is important when it comes to every genre of music as well, because I feel like that happens every time, because there's always the ones that are the most popular that got signed and they're getting all these deals and getting pushed out to the public like crazy. And then you have like the mid that's signed, but they don't make as much money as the top, so they don't get all of the extra things.
Like the brand deals.
Exactly.
And commercials.
So they're not going to pop up on everybody's feed as often. And then there's all the independent artists, which we know how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, no attention.
You get plenty of creative freedom, though, which is nice.
That's true, yeah. You can just do whatever you want. You can go play wherever you want. I mean, that is nice.
You make a song using, like, a squeaky hammer and sounds from, like, SpongeBob.
I've done that before. I'll leave a link in the description below. Go check that out. So yeah, like I get it, and then it's interesting because once you make it big, all those freedoms are taken away, and I've heard artists complain about that part where like, oh, well, now I feel like the music industry has too much control and stuff like that.
But yeah, no, I think he's making a very good point. And I wish there was an easier way to find like mid-tier and undiscovered artists. It's always very interesting to see undiscovered or uncelebrated talent.
이거 해보고 싶기도 했고 되게 담아가서 간직하고 싶다는 생각도 많이 했고 이렇게 팬분들을 이렇게 찍어왔는데 어디서 팬 카페였나? 거기서 이제 팬들은 자기 가수한테 기억되고 싶다는 말을 들어서 사실상 똘똘이가 아니어서
whatever.
다 기억할 수가 없기 때문에 뭔가 이 영상을 보면서 되게 더 열심히 해야지, 내 팬들한테 더 좋은 음악, 더 좋은 무대 보여드려야지 이런 생각을 많이 할 수 있는 영상인 것 같다. 이제 컴백이 얼마 남지 않았는데 멤버들이 안 다치고 몸이 안 아프고 그냥 좋은 앨범이 빨리 나왔으면 좋겠다. 그 생각뿐인 것 같다. 요즘은 2015년 4월 4일 새벽 2시 치민의 로그 끝. 바이바이.
Bye-bye. See you later, Gator.
I like how he's wanting to show the fans more recognition, but obviously once it hits a certain number, it's way harder to do like individual recognition, which he said he wasn't smart, which is not true.
I mean, like, what are you going to do? Memorize all the thousands of faces and like all the names and stuff like that? There's gonna be some people who stand out to you for one reason or another, but it's just not gonna be possible.
Yeah,
so,
and at the end of the day, I don't think the fans expect that of them either.
And I feel like he knows that, which is, I think, why he was like, we have to have better stages and better everything, because it's like,
because that's what we can.
Yeah, we can't remember everyone's names, we can't remember everyone's faces, but what we can do is like put on this amazing performance and show them that even though we physically cannot remember all of you, we can at least show you that we appreciate where we've came from and what you've done and put on this amazing show for you.
And work super hard to get a really good, successful comeback album. I can't imagine how nerve-wracking it is to not get a cold. It makes recording really hard. So I'm just like, ugh. I remember, and I know how upsetting it is when I get sick when we were planning on recording something. But obviously, we can easily reschedule. But when you have like release dates and an entire company waiting for something, it's like, can we fix my immune system, please?
To be fair, though, her illnesses are always to do with the head every single time. So, and that's not everybody. Not everybody, you know, if you get a cold, sometimes it's just the body aches and stuff. But yours is always like a sinus thing.
I know. And it's always like the drainage and my throat, sinuses, and then like headache.
It's perfect for a singer, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
커트가는 놀이터 섬짓에 따라서 발렵한 작은 공이처 성격은 바닥을 기지만 난다 오히려 세상에 다 잘 될 거라며 괜시리 소리쳐 하지만 세상은 되레 겁주 그럴 거면 멈추 머리를 채운 상념 공대신 미래를 던져 또 남들이 칠하는 별점과 성공의 기준은 결격 덕에암처럼 퍼지는 걱정 God damn it 던져버린 공과 함께 퍼진 웃음 끝까지 차오른 네 숨은 꿈틀대는 꿈들 빨라지는 초보 행복해지는 맘이 순간은 영원할 듯하지만 해지는 밤이 다시 찾아오면 또 먹는 현실 정신을 차리면 또 겁먹은 병신 같은 내 모습에 자꾸만 또 겁이 나 덮도는 현실과 남들은 앞서 달려가는데 왜 난 아직 여기 나 숨을 쉬어 아니면 꿈을 꿔 지금 심장 박동에 맞춰 다시 너를 줘 남들의 얄팍한 잣대에 갇혀 모른 척하며 살다간 코트처럼 인생도 놀자 Whatever doing my life 이 순간은 언제든 다시 찾아오지 않나 다시 나에게 되물어봐 지금 행복한가 그 답은 이미 정해졌어 난 행복하다
I liked that.
I did too. It was nice.
안녕하세요, 방탄소년단입니다. 첫 번째 순서로 한번 진행해 볼까 하는데요.
그렇습니다.
네. 방탄소년단의 세 번째 미니 앨범 화양연화 파트 1이 나왔습니다. 박수.
사실 저희가 학교 3부작이 끝난 이후에 어떤 식으로 다음 앨범을 만들까 굉장히 고민을 많이 했어요.
많이 했죠.
그래서 생각이 든 게 우리가 또 19살부터 24살까지 굉장히 다양한 연령대가 분포하고 있지 않습니까? 그래서 만들고 싶었던 게 청춘이에요.
네.
이 청춘에 근데 마냥 아름다움보다는 조금 더 불안하고 위태로운 그런 것들에서 좀 더 포커스를 맞춰서 다 같이 앨범을 만들게 되었습니다.
근데 저희 비주얼이 예전과는 상이 달라서 팬분들이 많이 놀라셨을 것 같아요.
그렇죠. 이번 저희가 새로운 비주얼을 하고 나와서 굉장히 깜짝 놀라셔서 이번 앨범을 굉장히 궁금해하시는 분들이 많다고.
아 그렇죠. 굉장히 많죠.
사진이 딱 공개됐는데 팬분들이 이런 말씀을 하시더라고요.
어떤?
방탄이 리즈구나.
야!
리즈 방탄.
벌써?
네.
안 돼! 벌써 리즈면 어떡해. 안 돼. 나 좀 더
too soon.
잘생기고 싶다고.
I want you to become more
이 추락하는 일만 남은 거잖아. 어떻게
현실에 만족해요.
맞습니다.
Special what you have.
욕심이 많네, 욕심이 많아. 뮤직비디오 언제 공개해요?
오늘 밤 12시에 공개됩니다!
Nice, 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 nice.
아, 너무 신났나요? 네.
Too much?
I like the enthusiasm.
I do too.
정말 많이 노력을 했습니다. 이번 앨범 준비하느라고 정말 후회 없이 준비했고요. 정말 후회 없는 활동 되도록 정말 화양 그날을 맞이하도록 열심히 활동을 할 테니 저희 팬 여러분들과 또 이 화면을 지켜보시고 계신 다른 분들까지 정말 예쁘게 봐주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
이름표가 타주세요.
예.
이번 활동이 방탄소년단의 가장 중요한 활동일 것 같아요.
아 근데 이게 매 활동마다 그렇게 돼요. 저번 활동 때도 이번엔 정말 잘 돼야 된다. 아마 다음 앨범 준비할 때도 이번엔 진짜 잘해야 된다.
오늘 두분 잘 나온 것 같아요.
나와봐.
더 해야 될 것 같아요. 할 때마다 부족하지. 모르겠어요. 별로 안 슬픈가 봐요 지금. 기분이 슬퍼야 되는데 지금 1등을 하고 있죠. 슬프지가 않아요.
I don't feel like it's sad enough. before we like move away from the point, they were talking about how they wanted this next album to be about the youth, but like the ugly side of it, basically. And the fragility and unstableness. We watched I Need You, and yeah, there's like a huge just tonal shift, because obviously we've been going through Rise of Bangtan and then following the journey musically, and then when we got to here, it was actually crazy how much of a shift there was tonally. We didn't expect it at all in any way. And literally just that one song touched on so many things that youth go through that maybe not everyone wants to address. So the fact that they were willing to, and they did it in a very just blunt, open manner with the music video, I thought was really cool, and it did show that they were maturing with their music.
I completely agree, and as upsetting and intense as it was for me the first time that I watched that music video, I also absolutely love it, because, I mean, that's art right there. That made me feel some very intense feelings, and it brought up a lot of my experiences through life that made it really hard for me to handle emotionally at that moment. But that's just a testament to how well they did it. They did that amazingly.
They did a great job in telling a story and bringing awareness to a bunch of sensitive topics.
And I thought they did it very tastefully, because it feels genuine and storytelling and not preachy and, hey, come look at this. Look at what we're doing.
Like attention grabbing.
Exactly.
It seemed like it was like the intentions were good and not just for clout, basically.
Exactly. Yeah, it didn't seem like reaching as like some other campaigns around those things could have been or have been. And they did it so well. Oh my gosh. It's rain and foam.
Also, I thought it was funny how he's like, I don't feel like I'm sad enough. He's like, I'm actually really excited.
Yeah, he's like, I'm having a great time.
Yeah, it's like, it's just interesting, because when it comes to acting or performing or something like that, yeah, it's like, you know, if you're doing a certain kind of song, sometimes you can bring that forth and it'll make the song more impactful, like whatever emotion you're feeling or singing about or whatever. Just an interesting little comment from him that I'm like, yeah, I guess they would have to also, with their dancing and stuff, you'd have to like kind of embody what you're singing about or whatnot, you know?
Sometimes, just like he said, in a performance situation, you're just so excited to be there.
Exactly, yeah.
And
you're just ready.
You're so excited about everybody who showed up.
Yeah.
And like how many people are singing lyrics that you wrote. That's like such a cool feeling. It's a really cool feeling.
Yeah.
And I've never had it on that scale ever in my life. But I can imagine that it's even amplified when it's that large. And having to tone it down, clean slate it, and then talk about such serious issues or sing about like such serious issues would be a challenge. But that is what performers do, and they are great performers. So.
열심히 하겠습니다. 진짜 열심히 하겠습니다.
너 때문에 나 이렇게 망가져. 그만해 이제 나가줘.
That crowd though.
I know, that'd be so cool.
제발 핑계 같은 건 삼가줘.
K-팝의 시각적인 특성이 댄스 퍼포먼스에만 국한되는 것은 아닙니다. 뮤직비디오는 보는 음악의 시대를 여는 중요한 요소로 작용했습니다.
제발 좀 꺼져.
데뷔 초부터 방탄소년단과 작업 중인 룸펜스 감독. 뮤직비디오의 완성도를 위해 섭외한 인물이다. 방시혁 프로듀서는 예술성을 인정받은 룸펜스 감독에게 일찍 러브콜을 보내 10편의 방탄소년단 뮤직비디오를 만들었다.
요새는 뮤직비디오 역할이 좀 되게 많은 것 같아요.
So cool.
That's really cool.
새 앨범이 나왔을 때 제일 처음 접하는 게 이 뮤직비디오거든요. 음원과 동시에. 이제 그 안에 이 가수의 활동 방향, 뭐 이번 앨범의 컨셉, 전하고자 하는 메시지가 한 번에 다 들어가 있는 거거든요.
I Need You 뮤비 촬영 현장에 이런 뮤비 처음입니다. 이거 뭐 제가 이쁘고 멋있게 이번에 뭐 군무가 없으니까 연기를 잘해야 될 것 같아요. 좋은데 지금부터 이 차를 진영이 몰고 갈 건데요.
Scaring myself.
개인 신청 때문에 길 가다가 불량배.
No, I didn't like that
I didn't like it
scene.
either.
과연 감정이 할 수 있을지 모르겠다.
Yeah.
차라리 헤어지자고 해줘. 사랑이 아니었다고 해도 내겐 그럴 용기가 없어. 내게 마지막 선물을 줘. 더는 돌아갈 수 없도록.
I just got goosebumps, bro.
This is really dark, but the music is so bright.
Yeah.
They're all suffering.
Yes.
It sucks. I did not expect this music video to be this.
What
I
the
feel
hell
that.
is going on in this video? My heart is racing. What the hell?
Oh no.
Oh. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
I am loving all the reactions to it.
It's got intense.
Wow, man, this is just amazing.
I feel validated in all my feelings right now.
I'm like in shock. Like I don't even know what just happened.
Yeah. Oh, that was cool.
I know, I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dope. That's so cool.
Did you feel goosebumps? Like, did you feel like a chill? That's what I got right now.
So, when they started showing like some of the clips from the music video of the intense moments, I was about to cry again. And then they started cutting in some of the reactors, and that saved me from crying my eyes out again. So I really appreciated that.
Oh, hey there. I came to interrupt this to give you a word from our sponsor. No, we don't have sponsors here. That's just a joke. But what I am here to talk about is the producer of the music video for I Need You. We didn't remember to mention him, which I feel like is a disservice because without him, who knows if we would have gotten the same vision and if that music video would have even been as impactful as it was. Not only did he work on that one and make an incredible video that's super impactful and important, but he also worked on their other videos as well. And all those were really cool too. So we just wanted to give a shout out to the video producer. And I figured what better way than giving a shout out with two Robs on the screen at the same time. Me, this guy. Technically, there's a third Rob, Editing Rob. Say hi to Editing Rob. Don't be shy. Say hi to the SeptaSOAREous. Whatever. He's kind of a weird dude, but he's a good guy. But yeah, anyways, just want to talk about that. And back to the video. I feel like we just said that basically. We just weren't expecting any of that from the video.
I know.
And then when it did happen, it's just like, what is happening?
And then,
what?
And then the part with the
yeah.
Everybody. It just felt so good because we were not the only ones that were just completely taken off guard.
I just remember having so much confusion about what I was witnessing.
Yeah.
When we initially watched that. So watching all of them react to it, I'm like, okay.
We're all together on this.
We're all suffering together. Perfect. Okay.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Seeing them all like that. Holy shit.
Sorry. I mean, I loved it. I really, 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 really loved it. But oh my god.
일단 할 수 있겠냐?
아니 뭐 1등 그런 거 떠나서 일단 앨범 자체는 좋아. 난 앨범 자체는
나 이제 앨범에서 만족할 수 없다. 1등 해야 된다 이제.
We have to win first.
진짜 기대를
I was looking forward.
안 될까봐 난 그게 이제.
네, 5월 첫째 주 쇼 챔피언 챔피언송을 확인해볼 시간입니다. 네, 5월 첫 번째 수상자는 누가 될지 궁금한데요. 화면으로 만나보겠습니다. 함께 만나보시죠. 방탄소년단 I Need U, 빅뱅, 루저, 사니, 미유, 엑소, Call Me Baby, EXID, 아 예.
These animations though.
네, EXID 축하드립니다.
열심히 안 하고 있는 건가? 모르겠다. 아무튼 솔직히 진짜 죽을 듯이 열심히 하는 것 같지 않다. 내 자신이 빨리 성장을 해야 되는데 요즘 뭔가 잘 안 되는 것 같다. 노래가 먼저인 건 확실한데 노력을 그렇게 많이 하는 것 같지도 않고.
That plateau.
열심히 하겠다. 열심히 하자. 전국의 로그 복잡한. 네.
어때요? 라이브 세션을 들으니까 좋아요? 저는 굉장히 되게 어릴 때로 돌아간 것 같아요. 중고등학교 때 이제 뭐 길거리 버스킹도 많이 하고 또 이제 이런 소극장에서 최저 인원인 2명 앞에서도 공연해보고 그랬는데 이렇게 많은 분들 앞에서 이렇게 가까운 거리에서 공연을 하게 돼서 굉장히 기분 좋고.
제 생각에 예산 아이디어만 잘 되고 있습니다. 네, 감사합니다.
저는 지금 이 자리에 계신 저희 팬 여러분들께 굉장히 죄송합니다. 아, 여러분들 오늘 굉장히 이쁘게 하셨어요.
네, 다들 다 이쁘신 것 같아요.
햇살 받았어요. 어떤
그럼 바로 다음 곡으로 넘어갈 준비됐어요?
这道题请拉普怪来解答。
레몬스.
아이고야, 이 노래 하는 어휴. 빨리 좀 주세요! 빨리요!
세 개를 골라야 되는 거 아니야?
잠깐만요.
3번. 너무 어렵다. 3번, 6번, 3번, 6번, 13번? 아니, 3번하고 11번 차이가 뭐야?
아이씨, 나 세 개를 다 맞췄어요?
방탄소년단이 또 음원이 나왔습니다. 우리 팬들이 또 이렇게 또 준비를 해줘가지고요. 우리 모양을 또.
I wish I was smart at all.
남준이 오빠 잘해주라고.
네. 문제 맞추는데 랩몬이에게 살짝씩 양보해주세요. 사주가 조금씩 들어오네요. 그러네. 사주.
저희 오늘 랩몬스터가 부재 중이어서 저희 안무 팀장님이 대신 무대에 올라서게 되었습니다. 저희 방탄소년단 안무를 모두 다 직접 만드시는 바로 그 랩몬스터입니다.
네? 당연히 EXID 선배님이 하시겠죠. 어제도 EXID 선배님이 했는데 오늘도 하시겠죠 뭐.
네, 1위 공약 준비하고 계신 거 아니었어요?
네, 저요? 만약에 하면 립스틱으로 이제 저희 입술을 바르고 I Need U 무대를 하기로 했는데
좀 보기 힘들더라고요.
보이나? 잠시만요.
아이고.
이번
그렇죠. 1위 후보에 든 것만으로도 영광입니다.
팬분들한테 살렸습니다. 사랑합니다.
도와주십시오.
도와주십시오.
와우, 5월 첫째 주 M 카운트다운 대세 아이돌 EXID와 방탄소년단의 대결 최종 결과 보여주세요.
오늘의 최종 결과 먼저 음원 판매 점수입니다.
음반 판매 점수입니다.
선호도 점수입니다.
소셜 미디어 점수입니다.
엠넷 방송 점수입니다.
네, 마지막으로 생방송 문자 투표 점수를 합산한 오늘의 영광의 1위는 축하드립니다. 소감 부탁드립니다.
강시혁 PD님, 최효정 부사님, 김신규 이사님, 인석주 이사님, 이혁 이사님 진심으로 감사드리고 저희 회사 빅히트 너무 사랑하고 저희 가족분들 너무 사랑하고 이상한 타겟 해주신 저희 아미분들 너무 감사합니다. 열심히 하겠습니다.
아빠 엄마 사랑해요.
우리 아미도 사랑해요.
자, 소감 한 번 더 말씀해 주세요.
진짜 저희를 믿고 항상 응원해주신 저희 아미 항상 정말 감사하고 사랑합니다. 감사합니다. 사랑합니다.
That application technique.
Yeah, I know. Beautifully done.
Meme for a group. The first win in general is like pretty cool, pretty
Yes.
important. I think that it is a good way to indicate that you are established. Your new album was recognized. You have done enough and worked enough that you've kind of reached that level. You always see artists cry on their first win. I think it's a really special moment for the group that they've reached this level of achievement.
우리 스타일라이트 많이 기다렸죠? 너무 기다리게 해서 너무 미안하고 너무 감사합니다.
It's adorable. What a mess. Children, please. Some of them are applied like really well.
I know.
이 기쁜 마음 어떻게 표현할지 모르겠어요. 진짜 저희 팬 여러분들 덕분에 생각합니다. 정말 너무너무 감사드려요. 진짜 사랑해요. 진짜 사랑해요. 진짜. 아니 참.
진짜 말도 안 돼요. 진짜.
좀 깜짝 놀랐나 봐요.
Get
Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
오늘 기쁨이가 눈물이 안 나. 와 진짜 너무 좋아갖고 아니 진짜 너무
어이가 없어가지고.
와 너 진짜 나도 그래 지민아 얘기 좀 해봐. 이때 잊지 못할 순간이다.
진짜 생일 파티 같아. 몰래 카메라 같아요.
Oh my god, dude, it's killing me.
진짜 보냈다. 어떻게 해 진짜. 진짜 좋네요. 진짜 열심히 할 것 같아요. 진짜 잊지 않겠습니다. 진짜 좀.
So it's been like about a year since we've been doing BTS stuff.
Yes.
And we've been doing a lot of it, right?
Yeah.
I can tell though that I am becoming attached to them because like just right there with like Jimin being like so emotional, it was getting me a little choked up.
I know, I
and
can
like,
see it in your eyes.
and it either takes something horrible, like something real life type of horribleness, you know, like a disaster or something that can mess me up. Movies, music videos, stuff like that, I have a little bit harder time because I know it's not real. So like the fact that I'm watching this, and then I'm seeing they actually had this like raw emotional response. I'm like, oh my god, you're killing me right now. If you could just knock it off. But like, it makes me happy to see that it was such a huge impact on them. I can't imagine doing something like that. I feel like watching Rise of Bangtan, and like we're going through the journey with them. So it's just like, yes, finally.
Yeah.
They got it, even though like now they are just insane, like
yeah,
huge. We already know that they've achieved all this stuff, but it's just fun to watch.
Agreed. And I think that this win was also very important to them because they changed their messaging so much. Like, they've always talked about real stuff, and they haven't shied away from it. But then this time, it seems like they took some more controversial things, and they didn't just do like one at a time. They literally did it all at once in I Need You.
Yeah, and of course, they were rating the video and stuff too, which we know they put a lot of hard work into. We know like how short on time they are constantly because they're constantly doing stuff. And then I remember how stressed they were about even doing the album and getting it recorded and writing good enough songs. And with the switch up of messaging and then just their look and everything else, it can be a scary thing for a group. You know, it's like, are we going to appeal to this more mature base, or are we not going to? And then we're also going to lose the original fan base that we've always had.
Exactly.
You know?
So they had taken a leap.
Right.
With I Need You.
And it worked out.
It
for
did.
them.
Yes. But I think maybe it scared them at first because initially at that very first competition, a different group won out over them. And I wonder if that like made them start questioning it even more.
Right.
Like, because you just kind of start to spiral.
Yeah, you get in your head about it. And because like Jungkook, and he was like, am I not working hard enough? Like,
exactly.
That's what starts happening to you. You start going down like that hole a little bit. And yeah, self-doubt.
Yes.
And a bunch
So
of stuff.
I think that win was very important because it was like a recognition and validation of all of their hard work, and also the fact that their message did get across, which when you do things like that, that's what it comes down to. You want to know that you're being understood, not just received in a good way, but you want to know that people understand what you were trying to say.
It's one thing for people to just like your song. It's another thing for them to connect with your song.
Exactly. And that's like where true artists they just need it. So I'm glad to see them all happy. But seeing Jimin cry was rough.
Dude, it was getting me a little bit, yeah. I was getting a little choked up over here.
I know.
I'm like, oh my god, I can't handle it.
And now we're going into
chart
Sajaegi.
manipulation.
Yes, where they are accused of Sajaegi, which we did see in our hardship video.
근데 2010년부터 그게 점점 등장하는 듯 했어. 저희 회사에 어떤 사람이 찾아옵니다. 4억을 주시면 한 달 정도는 1위에 고정해드릴 수 있습니다. 그냥 발표만 했다고 하면 1위를 하는 거야. 그냥 통계적으로 봤을 때는 그렇게 많을 수가 없는 광고, 팬, 뭐 행사, 수익, 뭐 드라마 캐스팅이 될 수도 있고 그룹이면 그러니까 의혹이 있을 수밖에 없는 그런 분들이 그런 일들이 좀 있었어요.
축하합니다. 방탄소년단 축하합니다.
더 열심히 해서 더 저희가 보답하겠습니다. 상이 되게 무겁네요. 이 무게를 기억하고 나와서 열심히 했습니다. 감사합니다.
Oh, it seems like the wind has been taken from their sails.
That'd be hard.
우리 아미 여러분들.
진짜 고생했습니다. 우리 레몬 형이 제일 고생 많이 했어.
I gotta say, about the buying top places on the chart, that is everywhere.
I know, it was like, I think we've discussed this in a video before. There's like the accusations of Taylor Swift with her first album and how it just blew up out of nowhere. No one knew who she was, and she was getting more attention than like the country veterans and stuff like that. And they're like, well, her dad had money, so he probably bought all the records or a lot of them so that it would launch her in the charts and stuff like that. It's like with an quote-unquote overnight success, because it's not usually how it works. People just feel like it's
They
an overnight
feel
thing.
like it's overnight, but there's a lot of hard work that goes into it.
But for almost all overnight successes, that's what's going to come out of it. You're going to have the people who are like, who are they paying to get their song to #1, and so on and so forth. You know, there's not really any way to prove it, so I don't see a point in media even really discussing it.
Well, and that's one of the techniques of malicious media is you can't prove a negative. If they didn't do it, there won't be any evidence to prove that they didn't do it. So in the end, all they do is sell more papers and boost all their numbers.
And now get more clicks.
Exactly. So they don't really lose anything, and they don't care about everybody else that they affect with what they're doing. It's one of those terrible things that just happens. And I mean, even independent artists have a problem with that, because you can start any kind of independent artist page on social media like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. No matter where you start it, you will start getting messages from people offering you subscribers, streams, followers, all of that. And they have packages for it. Pay us this much money. We'll get you this many subscribers or this many streams on Spotify and this many followers on Spotify. Or we'll add you to this many playlists that we have playing on 50,000 servers around the world over and over and over again, so that it looks like you're really popular. And there's actually a few artists in the world who have utilized that in order to get signed to record labels. The record labels have started to get wise to this though, and they know some other numbers to look at to be able to see if they're real or not. But it's just one of those things, and it doesn't seem to matter what level anybody is at, they're all susceptible to it. But we know that BTS built a huge following around the world. We've seen that. And they're acting like it just happened out of nowhere, which no. We're on chapter 8, all right? A lot happened before this. There was a lot of hard work and plenty of other releases that they won awards on. So it's just weird that they're acting like none of that happened.
Yeah.
우리 활동하기 시작하기 전부터 랩몬이 되게 막 걱정 많이 하고 혼자 되게 힘들었는데 이제 팬분들이 되게 저희 이거밖에 만들어 주신 것 같아요. 아 랩몬 형이 되게 대신 불러주네.
몰라요. 내일은 정말 다 같이 놀 수 있었으면 좋겠습니다. 왜냐하면 우리 팀에는 무기력한 사람들이 좀 몇몇 있어가지고요. 같이 놀고 싶어도 야 건들지 마 하니까 그 사람들이 좀 놀 수 있게 해줬으면 좋겠습니다.
말레이시아로 가야겠다. 휴가 받으면 진짜로. 와, 세상에 어떻게 이럴 수가 있지? 와, 진짜 근 5년 만에 햇빛 이렇게 많이 보는 건 처음인 것 같아. 곱게 가서 할까요?
나도 나 잘 몰라.
저도요. 아이고 너무 좋아. 진짜 못생겼다. 깐깐지어처럼 생겼다.
Like Squidward.
There's a beautiful Squidward though.
There is. There we go. Gotta save him from the burnout.
Yeah.
저희는 지금 이제 동물원으로 가는데요.
Oh my god, they all look so cute.
야,
That's true.
That is very true.
코끼리 때문에 침이 바지에 다 젖었어요. 아, 코끼리 침도 참 세구나.
No. I would not. I don't think so.
The one I held
no,
for the
no,
music
yeah.
video was not that
I
large.
was like, they're huge. I would do that. That's cool.
일단 코끼리 실제로 처음 봤고요. 호랑이 실제로 처음 봤고 뭐 이상한 새들도 있고.
Aww.
나만 하나 줄 알았어. 다 나가야 돼. 수영장 밥 먹으러.
그때 우리가 쌓인 피로들이 다 싹 다.
Aw, that was good timing.
2015년 5월 13일 김남준의 로그. 화보도 금방금방 찍고 그리고 수영장에서 수영도 하고 애들이 수영할 때 나는 주로 의자에 앉아서 애들을 감상하며
오늘이 마지막이다. 약 2시간 뒤면 이제 한국으로 돌아갈 것 같다. 내일이면 다시 누워서 하고 있겠지 뭐.
한 3일 정도만 더 있었으면 좋겠다.
다들 멤버들도 스트레스도 좀 많이 쌓이고 좀 할 때였는데 예민해지고 근데 딱 좋은 타이밍에 화보를 찍으면서 힐링을 할 수 있었던 것 같아서 좋은
1위를 한 만큼 팬 여러분들께 보답을 하면서 성장해 나가겠다. 띵동!
시킨 밥이 왔다. 잘 먹으면서 잘 마무리 짓고 조심히 한국으로 돌아가도록 하겠다. 또 다음에 오면 되지.
다음이 있다 우리.
자, 2015년 5월 13일 수요일 전국과 지민의 로그! 최고야. 이제 너무 야하다.
Yeah, cover up. Jeez.
영화는 자막을 달고 나가니까 세계로 수출이 가능하겠지만 한국어로 된 음악은 언어 장벽 때문에 세계 시장에 나가는 게 어렵지 않겠냐는 이야기를 들었었습니다. 그런데 한국어로 노래하는 방탄소년단과 K-pop 아티스트들의 열광하는 세계 팬들을 보면서 음악도 가능하다는 것을 실감하고 있습니다.
전설을 만들 거예요.
It's true. Y'all are legends.
It is true.
Jeez, the energy in that man.
맞죠?
Yeah, that's me.
지금 여기는 스위트로 굉장히 단 룸이에요.
이제는 더 높은 곳으로 텅 빈 방에서 마지막 짐을 들고 나가려다가 잠시 돌아본다.
That was such good timing.
That was pretty.
Their trip to Malaysia.
Yeah, I know. And like one of the things is sometimes you're so busy you don't even realize that you are burned out or that
Yeah.
you've gotten burned out, you know? So I'm happy that V was like aware of it in the first place.
Yeah, and not just thinking everybody was just mad at him or something.
That plus he was able to like look at it and be like, we need a break and be able to say that I hope that we can de-stress soon because I'm noticing that everybody is insanely stressed. Because if you can't realize that and you can't admit to it, that's when you just keep going and it gets worse and worse and worse, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy that they are able to realize that. And I'm happy that they were able to go to Malaysia. That looked dope.
It looked so pretty.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
I can't believe that was the first time some of them had ever seen like an elephant, tiger, and exotic birds.
I know. They're too busy creating beautiful music. Too busy being artists.
This is true.
So I know you guys are probably like, oh no, the video's over, but it's not. Don't worry about that because now we're gonna go check out the deleted scenes, so please don't go anywhere.
Yeah! I missed that.
It's been so long.
We got recommendations to check out Converse High after we talked about how much we like Converse.
Oh my god, yes.
방탄소년단 매니저하면서 굉장히 기분 좋을 때가 언젠가요?
이번에 이겼어요.
Well, I guess he's honest.
사람들이 의심을 하게 됐지만 이거를 직접적으로 찾아낼 수가 없는 거야. 컴백을 딱 했어요. 원래 반응이 정말 좋았던 그런 그룹들이나 가수들이. 근데 쪽박을 차는 거야. 막 50위권에도 못 들어가. 30위권에도 못 들어가는 거야. 그 사람들이야말로 정말 많은 사람들이 앨범을 기대하고 기사만 냈다 그러면은 막 정말 배플이나 댓글들이 어마어마하게 달리는 그런 분들인데 순위에 못 들어가는 거야. 처음엔 카더라와 썰만 있었는데 점점 회사들 사이에서 그 관계자들 사이에서 그런 얘기들이 사실처럼 그러니까 사실화되고 있었던 거예요. 시간이 지나면서 중국 쪽으로 서버를 우회하기 시작합니다. 그 뒤부터는 이제 잡을 수가 없지. 실력 있는 아티스트들 힘들겠네. 그러니까 그런 업체들이 실제로 이곳저곳을 찾아다닌다라는 거야.
That's like one of the things that people overlook too is like just because big artists might be making a comeback, it doesn't mean that's going to be successful. Even if there's like a lot of buzz around it and stuff, it could just be because it's that big group. I remember Guns N' Roses was dropping Chinese Democracy and it was everywhere. Like literally every news source that I followed was commenting on it and talking about it. And I saw people commenting and talking about it. And then when it came out, nobody liked it. It didn't do well. It didn't chart. It didn't do anything. So that's part of it too. Just because these young, fresh gentlemen are, you know, coming out and doing better than like people that are maybe trying to make a comeback or have been there for a while, it doesn't mean that they cheated. Some people just lose interest in the veterans.
And I think a lot of it is like denial on companies' parts.
100%, yeah.
They don't want to accept the fact that they're prize artists.
They're like, but I dumped so much money into them.
Uh-huh.
We put so much money into the marketing. I don't understand. Manipulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has a lot to do with it.
Oh my god.
진짜 왼쪽 사진 보니까 파피 진짜 잘할 것 같아요.
Oh, did you see?
It's so cute.
이 형이 야 진짜 거 말해. 진짜 안경 쓰고 안경 한번 말할
Still the wrong glasses.
저는 그룹 하는 거 너무 좋습니다.
아 정말요?
네. 딱 하나 부러운 거 있어요. 뭐야?
대기실이 부럽네요. 대기실.
저는 한 가지 되게 이제 솔로 분들이 되게 부러운 게 뭐냐면 밥값이 좀 적게 나가요. 식비 어마어마합니다. 저희부터 시작해서 저희 스태프 여러분들까지 다 합하면 거의 뭐 난리 나죠. 좀 난리 나는데 솔로 분들은 그런 게 없지 않을까.
저는 뭐 지금 이 그룹 생활 너무 만족하고 있어서 저는 딱히 솔로가 부러울 때는 없습니다.
Yeah.
그리고 함께 있으면 심심하지가 않으니까.
그죠.
That's true.
그룹 한 점을
That is true.
채워나가면서 이제 그룹 활동을 하는 게 바로 그룹의 묘미 아닐까 생각을 하고요.
그렇습니다.
Just really quickly, I think it was funny how they're talking about how expensive food was, and then we just watched a video where they ordered like 12 large lobsters and
Oh my
just
gosh,
like
no,
a
wasn't
crap
it?
ton of steak and stuff. Like
I feel like it was more than that.
it was so
I don't
like
know.
20. I don't even know, but
There were like 6 steaks and then there were like 20 something lobsters.
yeah, exactly. So I think it's hilarious that back then they're like, "Oh, it's just so expensive," and now they're like, "We'll take 20 of everything you have." It's so good.
아 근데 멤버들이 이렇게 작사 작곡에 참여를 해서 이런 뭔가 참여도를 높인다는 게 되게 좋은 그런 거 아니겠어요? 네.
그렇죠. 특히 이번 앨범 같은 경우는 타이틀곡에 굉장히 집중을 많이 했어요. 평소 타이틀곡 작업하는 시간에 비해 한 3배에서 4배 가까이 더 많은 시간을 할애했죠. 너무너무 앨범 작업 너무 즐거웠어요.
네.
그렇습니다. 아 저도 굉장히 이번에 열심히 올리려고 노력을 했었는데 많이
그렇죠.
그래서
다들 저작권 욕심이 좀
아니야.
지민이가 막 도끼를 막 들고 막 쓰더라고. 저작권 받아야 막 눈에서 그냥 막
슈가 형이 열심히 써보라 해놓고 저렇게 말한다 또.
농담이죠.
제가 듣기로는
너무 좋아.
B 씨가 작사 작곡을 했는데 제 목소리가 적게 들어갔다고.
와, 진짜 제가 파트 제일 없어요. 내가 만들었는데.
괜찮아요. B 씨에겐 저작권이
있잖아요. 저도 공지 어떻게 하나요?
You guys get song royalties?
Oh, that's so cute though.
Yeah, that's adorable.
I like it.
And mine was chosen.
Yeah, but mine though.
Mine was chosen. Just in case you guys may have forgotten.
Kind of the best. So just gotta throw that out there.
거의 정말 고생 많이 했습니다. 원래는 그 전에 한 타이틀로 3개 정도 더 다른 곡이 있었는데 그 곡을 들어도 좋은데 뭐랄까 그냥 약간 아쉬운 부분이 있었는데 거의 이제 앨범 나오기 막판 앨범 다 만들어지고 막판쯤에 비트 하나가 더 와서 이걸로 작업해보자 했는데 비트 딱 듣자마자 이거다 해가지고 막 작업을 했던 기억이 있어요. 기억을 하는데 곡이 딱 완성되고 이제 모니터를 하는데 이제 멤버 다 모여서 모니터를 딱 하는데 이거는 진짜 잘 될 것 같다라는 느낌이 되게 많이 들었어요. 두고두고 잊지 못할 그런 작업이었었던 것 같아요. 두 번째 트랙 I Need You.
데뷔의 가장 좋은 날인 것 같아요.
근데 이거 바지까지 진짜 다 잡는다.
Yes.
That was a hard slap.
Yeah, it was.
나 안 무서워. 자이로 드롭보다 안 무서워. 야, 만약 떨어지면 진짜 상어가 와서 물 수 있어. 야, 진짜 하나도 안 무섭다. 조심해. 상어 얘기하니까.
Oh, the alarm in his eyes.
제가 가끔씩 기사 봤거든요. 물어 뜯겼다고. 상어가 오면 자는 척해 알겠지? 다. 상어 그건 곰이고.
That's for bears.
하지 말고. 야, 고기 좀 잡아줘라.
잡아줘. Oh my gosh, I want to do that so bad.
I know, that'd be really fun. I've never been able to do that.
I'd be so scared, but have so much fun at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
진짜 많이 많다.
Aww.
저는 이렇게 넓은 취향입니다, 그렇지?
I remember the first time I saw the ocean, I was mind blown.
고소봉수인데.
Aww.
괜찮아 이거?
아니 그냥 점프해요 여기까지.
나 이제 나갈래.
이제 연기를 잘할 수 있을지가 고민이에요. 또 이제 분양 배역한 형님들이 매니저 형님들이어가지고
That's so funny.
되게 웃긴 형님.
Getting beaten up by your managers. Fighting. Oh, that's so aggressive.
Okay, this makes me feel a little bit better.
눈에 못 마주치겠어. 때렸어야 돼.
와, 수고하셨습니다. 예, 수고하셨습니다.
Such a cool scene.
Yeah, it is super cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't imagine how hard that would be.
오케이. 다들 해본 연기잖아요. 봐봐요, 저것도. 심무룩 연기, 진무룩.
It just has to be sad.
추에 떠는 연기, 추에 떨어봤고.
Everyone's experienced that. Everyone does that.
주소 한번 가봐줄게요.
At a gas station.
그게 뭐야, 맞는 연기 나한테 많이 말해.
But beat him up often.
왜 저는 진짜 어떻게 아버지를 때려왔습니까? 저는 사람도 안 때린 사람인데.
Except for apparently Jungkook, huh?
Yeah.
액션.
I like how everyone like hit somebody when he's literally stabbing somebody in that scene. I'm a murderer.
해야 돼 우리 형이.
이번 뮤비에는 되게 저희들이 노는 장면이 굉장히 많습니다.
연기라기보다 사실 저희의 진정한 일상생활이라고 할 수 있거든요.
Yeah.
그렇죠. 아주 재밌는 것들이 많이 있는데요. 먹는 것들도 있고요.
Nice.
그런 먹는 모습이 바로 저희의 본 모습입니다. 실제로 던지지도 그렇지도 않아요. 원래 그런
Good.
던지지 않아요.
It's wasteful.
많이 봐주세요.
Oh, they're so cute.
I know. I still think it's hilarious how he was talking about, I've never hit anyone before, but like, bro, you're literally stabbing someone. Like, you're stabbing somebody in this scene. You're gonna talk about the hitting them, but what about stabbing them? That's what I'd be most uncomfortable with. I'm like, I've literally never stabbed someone in my life.
I feel like that's a really good characteristic to have.
If I need to, though.
I love seeing them have fun behind the scenes, even of a music video that had such intense messaging and had them acting out such intense situations.
I like seeing Jungkook in his part when he's getting beat by the managers and how he's like, I can't look at him in the eyes. He's like, why are you laughing? I can't look at him in the eyes. I feel that because when we were doing our video for Sidewinder.
Yes, the Sidewinder music video.
There's no way I'd be able to look at both of you in the eyes without like not grinning, And then when Yukon poked my face with his nose, I couldn't, man. I just couldn't. It was too funny, especially when you have a bond with somebody that's really strong. It's just like, that you're trying to put on a performance in a show, and that makes it harder and like funnier. So I like seeing that, especially because it was a really intense scene too. So it was good to see that they're having a good time, even though, geez, the push into the door or whatever.
Yeah, that like slide down.
The like garage door thingy. He hit that hard. He got pushed pretty hard into that thing. I was like, dang, okay.
I was still very uncomfortable with that scene, even behind the scenes, but I was happy for the laughter that also happened. I still got a little reflexively defensive immediately, but then they were laughing, so I'm just like, yeah, we're all having a good time. Yeah, the stabbing scene was also still very intense, even behind the scenes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they did a good job with it, honestly.
They did. They did a great job. Still super intense. But I did enjoy the after. And the murderer. I like that. That was a nice pick-me-up for after that.
Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed our trip back to the Rise of Bangtan.
Yeah.
With Chapter 8 and the deleted scenes. We had a really good time with it. It's like visiting an old friend, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully you guys felt that way too and had a good time.
Yes, it's nice to be back. Back in Rise of Bangtan. When they were taken down, it made us really sad, but the fact that we can still watch them for you guys and react to them and continue to have these amazing conversations about all of these events is fantastic.
But until next time,
Please remember that we love you.
stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.
Goodbye, our beautiful SeptaSOAREous.
Bye.
Bye.